game-like platform for investigating human emotions. I'm from Pakistan National University, as I said before.
No, if you want to change, you want
Change it, please.
Okay.
Right. I will be talking about the introduction of my work, then going to game design and development, game customization, usability evaluation, and later on the results and some of our future work which I'm planning to do. Yeah, first of all about game. Whenever you talk about games, we think games can only be played for entertainment, but nowadays we see researchers are using games for serious tools. They are used in education, for teaching mathematics. If you ever, any one of you has seen mathletics.com? Anyone? No, please see that. They are teaching mathematics through games. That is one example. And games are also used for serious purposes, like you see for investigating of data and training of data. What we have used game here is for eliciting human emotions. So, while talking about emotions, emotions are something which regulates every daily facet of our life. While I'm talking, I'm doing a presentation, I'm doing anything, I'm going to show my emotions. Like, despite there has been a lot of research in emotions in different fields, like we have in psychology, sociology, philosophy, but the main field that where we receive many responses is computing. And in computing, the challenging question that we are facing is that the researchers are relying on the data which is the acted one, not the natural one. So the research question would be, can we elicit human emotions in a natural yet ethical manner using novel means? So that's the question which we thought we should work on and develop a game known as Guess Who. It's an interactive and entertaining tool, and it potentially offers you a natural paradigm to elicit emotional expressions in a natural yet controlled way. You see what the problem with acted data in emotions is, you can never get complex emotions like surprise, frustration through that. The acted data is not a true representation of your spontaneous emotions. When you talk about happy side, it's really easy to get those emotions, but when you talk about the difficult one, the complex one, surprise, frustration, anger, they are a little bit difficult. This idea is based on a paper which we presented at CHI conference in last year, which actually got Best Paper Award on game as a method of eliciting human emotions. And you see, when you talk about games take you beyond traditional experimental settings. You can actually control the experimental settings, you can customize the experimental settings, and it's also entertaining for the participants. Now coming to game rules. It's a 24 card game. You need to guess a card which is hidden by your opponent by asking questions about the attributes of the card. So the one who guesses the card first is going to win the game. The main rule of the game is guessing. Game functionality, it has experimental friendly customizable interface. This is very important. We wanted a customizable interface because we want to elicit as more spontaneous expressions during our experiment. Second is single player mode, playing against an intelligent computer. The computer was learned to answer different questions about the attributes of the card in the game while playing the game. The third one is two-player mode. It's playing, two players can play over the internet, and they can also have audio video communication too. So we wanted to see that while having audio video communication, what type of emotions they are generating when they win the game, when they lose the game, during the game, similarly. Yeah, this is the design of the game. We actually designed the game with we designed number of decks. This one is the Harry Potter one. This one is the Guess Who classical card game. We actually have a Narnia, Disney characters in the game, and in the two-player game, in the single-player game, this was a chat sign. This is an avatar which utters some of the words to confuse the player, so that we can elicit human emotion like confused. And when a user would ask about is he a male, and the AI agent would ask him accordingly that yes or no, And similarly, if the game duration is getting long, the agent, the avatar embedded in the game, is going to utter some of the rude or some of the words which let them take the anger out of them. So this was the two-player functionality. Here you can see that we have a video chat and the audio one, and they can while also do audio video, they can also have text chat as well, and it's regardless of their location. So we actually wanted to see that when two of the friends are playing the game in different rooms, how do they interact? What are they talking during the game? When they lose the game, when one loses the game, and that was really, I will just later on tell you about the results, and they were really nice ones. Game development, we use Python to develop the game. Actually, we use tkinter to develop the interface of the game, and library, and NLTK to develop the AI agent. It gave us a support to multilingual. The game can be, the AI agent can answer questions in any of the language. It could be German, it could be Spanish, French, English, any of the language. It provides some multilingual support. And PIL was a library which was used for imaging and webcam installation. Now coming to the game architecture. Game architecture has two main parts. One was XML database. Why we use XML database? Because it provides us portability. You can take it anywhere with you, and the database design was simple, that we have decks, and every deck has an ID which was further moved into the cards. And the card, every deck has 24 cards. It's not sure that it can only have 24, it can even have less cards. It's according to the deck. Coming to the AI agent of the module, as I previously explained, that in AI agent of the module, when a human asks a question, is it a male? What the AI agent algorithm does it breaks the line into noun, verbs, adjectives. And later on it compared those noun, verbs or adjectives with the attributes which are stored in our database, and then it replied to the human according to the yes, it's a male, yes, he has black hairs, yes, she is wearing a hat. Similarly, the agent also asks questions. Like, we made the agent intelligent enough that he can ask such questions so that he can guess the game in the less number of questions, so that he can win before the human, and it is more intelligent human, and it can also, so that human can express why the agent has won before me. Game customization, that was the most important part for us. We have 2 points in the game customization. One was the game should be used as an entertaining game. Yes, so if the game is not going to be entertaining, nobody would like to play that. So that was an easy task. But the main question was play during an experiment for eliciting human emotions. We actually made it experimental friendly in a way that most experiments find it very nice. They can customize the outcome of the game. Like, if you are quite sure during the game you are going to win the game, the experiment has the rights that he can make you lose. Similarly, like, it can be customized in a way that instead of playing the live video, the experimenter can play some recorded video during the game and see what's the expression of the player. And similarly, we can also have different, we can disable the audio channel and let's see how the player reacts to that. Or the one thing is not working, how they react to that, what kind of emotions they show when the one thing is not working. We used your 2 usability sessions. One was usability evaluation with experimenters, and the other was usability with children experiment. There were three experts. 2 were the communication scientists, and 1 was the psychologists. They preferred that we should have more interfaces for the game, and they also find one problem, that if the computer does not have a webcam, then the game just halts and it doesn't show any error message. We actually corrected that. With usability experiment with children, it was really nice. The children really enjoyed the game. And please, we had, like I explained, please next one, with the experiment. So, First goal to evaluate the game with the children was we used fun toolkit, mood questionnaires, and pictorial card sorting. Fun toolkit before that was the pre-questionnaire that we used before we let the kids play the game. The second was to get spontaneous emotional expressions. Game was customized to induce a surprise. Like I said, the experimenter can change the outcome of the game at any time in the game. And emotional responses, facial and vocal of children to losing and winning situation while studying, and game playing sessions were all videotaped so that we can have them video analysis of their emotions. Right, next. We did experiments of around 50 children, half of them were female, half of them were male, and the age group was from 8 to 10. Schools use English as a medium of instruction. 30 of the children played with each other, and 20 of the children played the game individually with the AA agent. Next one. Yeah, the procedure was very simple. Like I have already explained, we used pre-questionnaires, and then kids were to play the game, and then after that they have post-questionnaires. Results, the game overall played really well. Children interacted with the game in both conditions, playing with computer and playing with the AI agent. Kids found the game to run. They easily, some of them in the start found it difficult to use the keyboard during the chat, but after 1 or 2 tries everyone was comfortable. In both conditions, the game has positive impact on children's emotions and expressions. Card sorting revealed that children wanted to play the game with their friend instead of the computer, because while during when they were playing the game with their friends, the duration was very large and it was much richer communication between each other. Next. Yeah, there are a number of problems, yes, in the AI agent, because we at the point when we were having some experiments, because we have to meet the deadline for HCI International. So we had not a very good learned database, but after conducting many experiments we actually learned the database, and now the AI agent is very good. At that point students will find it difficult because it doesn't have all the attributes of the cards they were asking for. So above all, the top ranked feature of the game was guessing and the audio medium channel, which actually performed really well during the usability sessions. Overall, children found this game engaging, easy to play, full of fun, and they were unhappy when the game finished because they lose the game. The experimental conditions, unexpected winning, losing had an impact on the game evaluation, and those who lost the game unexpectedly had less fun and showed relative interest. Like I said, when one lost the game, he doesn't want to play. These are some of the emotions of the children showing emotions after losing the game. Some were just confused how they just lose the game. She was unexpectedly after losing it, she was like, oh, that's shame, that elicits shame. They were happy after winning the game. Next. And he is confused, thinking how to use the game. Yeah. The overall, to the conclusion, Guess Who is a really productive tool, and it actually provides you a natural paradigm to elicit human emotions in a natural yet controlled way, and it's a great source of entertainment, and we really feel that there is imperative need to collect human emotions data or communication data in a natural yet controlled way. Yeah. Guess Who in future, Guess Who game will be used more to collect emotional data for training a facial expression recognizer, and Guess Who is also going to be used in collecting natural language data under the umbrella of referring expressions research team. Yeah, my co-authors were Hassan Tariq, he was a fellow partner, Dr. Marveen Said at National University of Computer and Emerging Sciences, a professor, and Salman Shahid Amal Kramer at Tilburg University. We had a collaboration with Tilburg University to do this project. Yeah, that's my contact details if anyone would like to contact me after the presentation. Thanks. Okay. Any questions?
There is some person